Hi guys, and welcome to the next tutorial. This is my first tutorial in about 6 months. A lot of things have happened in that time. I recently moved out of home, so hopefully I'm going to have more of a chance to do more of these tutorials for you in the future. But for now, this is what this tutorial is all about. It's a bronze and purple smoky look with a little bit of lime on the waterline. I was inspired by a face chart that I purchased recently by Makeup and Glow. It's not exactly the same, but it's just my interpretation of it. I'll zoom in closer so you guys can see this look a little bit better. So as you can see, bronzy reddy browns on the eyelid, a little bit of purple in the crease, and on the waterline, some lime green. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and if you want to know how to recreate this look, please keep on watching. So to start off my look, I've already applied Painterly Paint Pot all over my eyelid up to my brow bone. I'm now going to take Blanc type eyeshadow, which is just a colour that's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, and apply this under my brow so that my transition colour has some colour to blend into to make it a little bit smoother. You could use your normal face powder, but I find that using an eyeshadow actually works a little bit better. If you hear any noise in the background, that's just my dog Diesel. He's over there on the bed, keeping me company. As a transition colour, I'm going to be taking Tete Tint, which is a light sort of peachy colour, I guess you call it. It's just a little bit darker than my skin tone, and just blending this just under that brow. The next colour going in our crease is Inglot number 72, which is just a reddish purple colour with some silver shimmer. And I'm taking that on another fluffy brush and just bringing that into the crease a little bit more. You want this to blend in with that Tete Tint colour, but not go as high as that Tete Tint colour. This is just going to blend with that Tete Tint and makes it a little bit warmer. I'm now going to take Antiqued, which is a reddish brown eyeshadow, on a stiff shader brush, and I'm going to be applying this to the inner and outer third of my eyelid. So just using patting motion to apply that to the inner third. And the same brush, just applying it to the outer third and sweeping it in. For the centre of the eyelid, I'm taking Sable, which is kind of in the same colour family as that Antiqued colour, but it's a little bit more silvery, a little bit lighter. So that's just going to go in the middle to create a bit of a highlight, and then blend it in with that Antiqued on either side. I now want to deepen up my crease, and to do that I'm going to be using Inglot colour. This is Matte 378, which is just a matte dark brown. Just taking that on a stiffer fluffy brush. This is the 222, and just putting that in the crease to blend the browns on the lid in with that purple that I put in the crease before. But you still want that purple to show through, so just being very gentle, not to overpower the purple with all this brown. Which I've done. So I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush that had that purple on it and just put this on the edges of that brown shadow. I want to just add a little bit of black to the outer corner, and to do that I'm going to be using Sugar Pill Bulletproof, which is just a matte black, and a pointed blending brush. So just applying that to the very outer corner and just a little bit of a flick into the crease. And then blending it with that brush that we used for the dark brown. Now I'm going to work on my lower lash line, and the colour I'm using is Inglot DS491, which is a bluish purple with silver shimmer. And just using a pencil brush, I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line, taking it all the way in. Now I'm going to start working on this green eyeliner here. To do that I am using Inglot Gel Liner in number 85, which is just this beautiful lime green. I want to put it on my waterline first, so all I'm going to do is pull my lower lid down a little bit and just wiggle it onto my waterline using a very fine angle brush. Don't worry if you get it on your lashes, you can always either pick it off or just go over it with mascara. And go over it with mascara. The thing I love about these Inglot lashes is that Inglot gel liners is that they're waterproof, so they last really well on the waterline, and have such a vibrant colour payoff. Really gives the eye a nice little pop. The next thing I'm going to do is create a wing on the inner corner of this eye and also a wing on the outer corner. I want it to sort of connect to the waterline and then bring it down underneath on the lower lash line. So to do that it's going to be quite tricky to do it on camera. So I'm just going to try and do it the same as the other eye and just take my time with it. Just connect it with that waterline. Just make it a little bit more pigmented. And then for the outer corner, just see where I've made it here. Sort of placing it just to connect the lower lash line, and then just gradually drag it out. And I'm going to make it a little bit thicker on the lower lash line. I'm going to let that dry and then come back to fix it. So now I'm just going to line my upper lash line, and I'm just using the Physicians Formula Eye Booster liquid liner. And I'm just going to draw a thin line along my top lashes. And my roommate's making a little noise. Just making a thin line and following that green liner on the upper lash line. So that bottom gel liner should be a little bit drier now. So I'm just going to take some more of that Bulletproof matte black eyeshadow and just blend this along the edge to separate the purple and the green. I find that it gives it more of a dramatic effect. You still want some of that purple to pop through down the bottom, so don't cover it up too much. The better to use a thinner pencil brush, such as the one that I'm using. I want to create a little bit more highlight in this inner corner here, so I'm going to be taking Naked Pigment by MAC. It's just a neutral colour, a little bit of shimmer to it. So it's just going on a clean pencil brush. I'm just going to bring this in to this corner here and then sweep it up to join and highlight the inner corner a little bit more. And then I'm just going to apply Naked to the brow arch and drag it down. So the last step for the eyes is to apply my mascara and my false lashes. The lashes I'm using today are the Ardell Demi Wispies, which are a fuller wispy lash. I'm going to be adhering those with Ardell lash adhesive, and then I'll come back and show you what to do with the rest of your face. So to finish off my look, I've applied my foundation and filled in my brows. As a blush, I used Inglot Freedom System number 28, which is just a neutral pink tone blush. It's just something to give a little bit of a rosy glow to the cheeks. And then on my lips, I have used Maybelline Pink Please lipstick, which I've just detubed and put into a pan. And then over the top of that, I used Nude Kiss Triple XL Shine Lip Gloss from Essence. And, you know, it's just made it a sort of rosy lip colour. I didn't want anything that was going to overpower the eyes since they are so dramatic. So, yeah, I thought it was alright. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and as I said earlier, I hope there will be a lot more to come. So, I'll see you in the next tutorial.